Minecraft Skyblock has a ton of items that I need to smelt to make a ton of money. That means I have to build an auto smelter to provide me with insane amounts of money. Before we begin though, consider subscribing as I'd very much appreciate it. Now let's begin. Today we are back with some more Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky. So since last video, there's not really been too much changes on the island, but the plan for this video is we're gonna start making a lot more farms and just things on the island like auto slayers and maybe even sugarcane. And then we're also gonna make a smelter. We haven't been using them and I would like to set that up first. Essentially, we can smelt all these and make a ton more money, and I would like to do that. So I think it's safe to say we're gonna go ahead and start setting that up. So with this system that we have currently, we can just go ahead and start swapping it around. I think we're only gonna have one smelter, so we're gonna place this big boy down. Boom, smelter bot is now in place. We do need its upgrades, so let's go ahead and grab those. Tier 2 and a tier 1, so we can get more smelted items, of course, potentially. More money the better. And then these are all the recipes that you can actually make with all the items that are in the game, so it is pretty good to be putting items in here. You get a lot of extra money. For now, all our items are dropping on the ground, so we gotta be quick with this. So I wanna make it so the chunks are still optimized with this, so we're gonna go ahead and do it like this, so that we can pick up all the loot, and we'll go ahead and go into farming, pick up all these, do it on this one as well. There we go. Now there should be a decent bit of drops on the ground. I'm not too worried about them. Maybe the carrots, but other than that, I don't really care for the drops that have went on the ground. So the smelter bot is now picking up items. We are going to go ahead and put down a white link chest so we can start getting fuel going into here. And I did name the channels. Whatever our best fuel is going in the white channel. So eventually we'll have to swap what our iron fuel channel is when we get copper going. We'll put it in, like, I don't know, a different channel or something. And then of course coal is named coal fuel because it is designated towards that. But as you can see, we are now smelting all these items down with the fuel. So if we take a look here, you can see there is crushed pitcher pods, and then there should be something else that goes in here, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's twice baked potatoes, but I haven't seen any yet. So I made a flaw in the system. We need to cook the potatoes before we actually put them in the smelter bot, so that was a flaw on my part. We're gonna go ahead and fix that up really quick. It's gonna look a bit funky, but definitely we do need to get rid of all these potatoes that we currently have. So we're gonna have the potatoes go down from this point, and then we're gonna have them on a smelter track, or I guess we could call it a smoker track, because we're gonna be using smokers. Put those down, and we could put a coal channel actually on the back here. So we're gonna have to use a link chest for this, because I'm not wanting to manually fuel this. This is just too tedious to manually fuel. So all the coal fuel should be going in the back here, and it will fill up eventually, which is good. And then of course, we don't really need the double collection since we aren't using as many items for this. So we're just gonna go ahead and put in potatoes on regular collection chests, and this should work if we start picking up potatoes because they're in the proper chunks. This should work. So the potatoes aren't collecting yet because the bots aren't running, but I am going to go ahead and do a test run, see if this works out, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work out. We'll get the twice baked potatoes, which is going to be amazing. It shouldn't really backlog anything. So from my observation, we are completely done. We've got all this backlogged, of course, because I filled them all. I'm going to sell this a little bit here so we don't have to refill it again. One thing I think I'm going to do with the bots, by the way, is we're going to go ahead and turn their cycle into half of what it was before. And the reason for that is because we have iron fuel, and we're going to be testing this out for a while because I want to see if we can get more island XP, because technically a lot of crops do grow, but the problem with that is they don't get harvested quick enough to the point where those crops are kind of holding back more crops being grown. So we're going to keep it at half the amount, which is I believe 45 seconds with a tier 2. Yeah, 45 seconds instead of 90. So this should work now if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we're getting potatoes. There's a different amount here. So there we go. We got our smelter system. It's a little janky, but it definitely works. So I'm not really complaining. I'll take it. So one thing I wanted to set up, but we didn't have enough time to set it up, was a auto slayer last video, because I did mention it, but we never got around to doing it because we're kind of behind on island slayer, and we do have access to spiders. So I think we're going to set up a spider area now. We're going to get rid of these spawners on our island, except for the cows, because the thing is the cows are kind of needed to make sure we're getting food for adventure, but the chickens and rabbits don't really need to be here. We'll put the spawners away. That's pretty much it. If you are not subscribed and are enjoying this video, consider subscribing. I'd very much appreciate it a ton. And if you are going to buy anything subscribing on the Cosmic Store, make sure to use my creator code, CodeNotConnor. It's literally my branding name. I would genuinely appreciate both of those things. Anyways, I think we're gonna make a simple one Slayer bot setup on tier 2, of course, to get the extra bonuses. We're gonna put it over there so it can collect all the loot and put it into the system, because we're gonna put it in the smelter system as well, if possible. So we grab a Slayer bot, and let's see what we can do here. So I'm probably gonna have to move my alt account around, I'm just now realizing, which is kind of gonna be annoying, but we'll figure it out. So I got some grass blocks here. We're gonna make a platform right above this, so we're gonna go up, I think, a decent bit, like 3 blocks, and that should be good. And we're gonna put it in this chunk over here, so we're just gonna fill this all in pretty much, or at least an area, just in case the spawner does break or something, just so then it's always up here, the spider, and I don't have to move it around continuously if it's, let's say, fallen down here somehow. I don't really want to deal with that, so we're just gonna make a little grass platform and put the spawner smack down in the center. So now we need the spiders. We're gonna grab, I think, 30 should be good enough, I think, unless island upgrades. Let's go ahead and go into there, and we're gonna upgrade the spawner stack amount. Where is it at? We're gonna upgrade this though, so we can get 1,000 plus spawners on our island. And then what's the other thing we need? Oh yeah, stack limit. We'll go ahead and get this up as much as we can here. Okay, $1 million at level 10, that should be good. So we get 10 more spawners, so 20 in total. I guess we'll go ahead and do 40. We'll just go ahead and put down what we have, but that's good enough. So we go ahead, put this in, and we put that in, and that in. So we have a total of 59. They hopefully should not spawn over the edge. If not, I'll just expand it out by 1. Hopefully it does not do that. We'll see, we'll see. There we go. Okay. So I want to give an update on things that have went on the island here over the past while. So the smelter system's working fine with all the loot being smelted into, of course, its smelter version. But if we go up here, you can see I did finish this up. I put cows and zombies because I did the spiders and everything that I was gonna do in the last clip, but I forgot to press record or unpause or whatever. So pretty much none of that was recorded, which wasn't too much footage, but either way, I got through spiders. We set up this little area where we have hoppers going along here, and we'll eventually have 2 tier 2 slayers down at some point, but for now we just have it on iron fuel and at tier 2, which, by the way, these collect EXP, so over time you can collect XP, which is really good. And then all the rotten flesh is going inside this collection chest, which then of course goes down here and gets turned into jerky, which makes a ton of money over time. And I did also put my alt here in the cows, of course, so I can kill for food. So that is pretty much all the progress that has gone on recently that I did not really record because I kind of messed up. We're currently island level 18, and I do want to go ahead and set up some sugarcane, which I think we're gonna go ahead and set up kind of along here somewhere. Let's go ahead, turn on our chunks, and let's get this going. We'll get out dirt, and we'll start with that, and then we're gonna get some grass going as well. So we need it to be at least 3 by however long this is. So we're gonna make the sugarcane go out about this far, and I just want to double check. We are able to do sugarcane and torch flowers if we wanted, which I think we'll do torch flowers eventually at a different point. We'll see. Anyways, we go ahead and place all this in. Of course, we do need some grass blocks, so we're gonna go ahead, grab those out. And I did realize something I did mess up here. We don't need the dirt on this level for sugarcane. It's a whole different story for this. So it's kind of like a star symbol, I guess, is how you make the sugarcane design, at least that I go with. Oh yeah, and I also need to grab a singular stair because I'm gonna do a little bit of kind of messing around with this. And actually, we're gonna make the floor down here also grass, just so it's all grass. So what I was gonna do with the stair is right on the edge here, we're gonna put a stair, and we need water buckets so we can place in the water. So we'll go ahead, grab this out, and we'll spam up a ton of water buckets. There we go. Put one right here. And then of course we need one more stair as well. I completely forgot. We put it on this end and put water in here. As you can see, it won't flow on the outside, which is good. And then what's gonna happen is the bot's gonna be running along this, which is gonna be pretty easy to set up. We just gotta put in a little bit more water, as you can see. So the bot runs along here, pretty simple of a concept. We'll go ahead and grab the sugarcane. I don't know if this is enough, we'll see. And it takes forever to grow, so we're not gonna get it growing anytime soon, which is kind of unfortunate, but we will get it growing eventually. Also, I've been working on my adventure set. It's going pretty good so far. I've been doing a lot of adventuring, and there is a buff right now as of the time time I'm recording the video. There's quite literally a 2x adventure buff, so it's really good right now. Probably by the time this video is up, it'll be over, but either way, I took advantage of a good portion of it and still will, before it of course goes down. So the sugarcane is in, as you can see, pretty simple. You just use water, that's about it. All right, we'll go ahead, put a dirt block down, put this down, break that, and then we put a link chest, I think, facing this way, set it to the best fuel, which is iron, of course. And the reason we are making the channel called best fuel, I didn't really specify why. The white channel is quite literally infinite, so you don't really have to get those limit increases. So that's why you put your best fuel possible, because you'll be using it all over your island most of the time. So that's why I always put it in the white channel. Okay, so now we're gonna need some harvester upgrades. We're gonna go ahead and get 2 of each for tier 1 and of course tier 2. I don't think I'll be doing it now, but I am definitely going to be making a second layer of this at some point. And we're also gonna set the cycle time to the max and then reduce it down, so 60, so a 45-second cooldown time, which is good enough. And I do need to grab out more fuel, make sure this guy's fueled up fully. Also, one thing we're gonna be doing with all this sugarcane is turning it into caramel at some point, but for now we're gonna put it all into sugar and then it goes into caramel, of course. So I guess we could go ahead and set that up right now. So to save a link chest, we're gonna put a lot of hoppers and put the link chest right here, set it back to the best fuel channel, let this all fill up. It can still fill into, of course, the smelter bot, and then we're gonna have it fill into a crafter, which is gonna be right here. So we'll go ahead, put a hopper here, this guy down, put its tiered upgrades inside, set it to sugar. So I got the chest that we need and the collection chest. We're gonna go ahead, put this here, put our collection in, set it to, of course, sugarcane. Where is this at? All right, they are set up. There we go. Also, I'm gonna show off a really cool trick. We're gonna grab out a decent bit of fuel here. That is, of course, coal, even though I don't really need to use it. We're gonna take out all this iron fuel, put a stack in, put the rest in as coal, and it's only going to prioritize this one here, which is insanely good for crafting bots at least. All right, fill this all in with more iron fuel, and then we should be pretty much good, and it should build up again. The thing is with sugarcane, it literally takes forever to grow, and it still has not grown a single one, but this system should work, so I'm not really complaining. It's gonna go into here and then smelt down into caramel, and I'll have to make sure I don't sell it because I do want to start working on a recipe at some point. It's not gonna be today, but we're gonna work on cheesecake. We're gonna get cows on a slayer, put the milk into aged cheese. So as you can see, you put milk in there in a smelter bot, you get aged cheese potentially, and then you put sugar in here, you get caramel, and then you craft that and you get cheesecake, which makes a ton of money. And then if you put lapis and of course cheesecake together, you get moon pie, which makes a ton of money. And that is why I've gotten the full moon pie recipe and cheesecake, which cheesecake was $25 million. And this alone right here is probably like 5 million for moon pie. So it was quite a lot to get these recipes, but it's gonna be a big money maker if we get this set up as soon as possible. And I got these science amplifiers that we are gonna go ahead and claim so we can get our science shop up to the maximum tier possible, so we can unlock some new items in here, of course, which is really good. So now our setup looks really funky, but it definitely works, so I'm not really complaining. It gets the job done. We'll probably renovate it at some point down the road. We shall see, of course. You never know if you'll need to renovate these kind of things or not, so we'll see.